Good morning. Happy Sunday. I was muted. I didn't know it. Hope everyone's been having a good weekend. I want to apologize for y'all for not doing my member stream last night. I wasn't feeling good. So my apologies. My bone in my leg has been moving, y'all. Twisting. Like say I'm standing at the sink washing dishes, and when I go to turn, that seems to be when it happens. But I laid down yesterday, and when I got up, I still felt bad. Okay, Beach Bum, Cheryl Lynn, Never Lose Hope. It's good to see you. Misty, good morning, beautiful. Just say good morning, Cheryl Lynn. I forgot. TC, Debbie, Lisa, Light Feather, Dog Mom. I love that name. Oh, speaking of dogs, guys, I forgot to find a good topic this morning. I'll just have to look while I'm on here. It's okay. Ladybugs drinking water. Sorry, I'm in the kitchen. I'm home alone. Mark went to ride his bike. Oh, yeah, he ordered me a microphone. I posted it yesterday. It's the one that I had been looking at that I've been wanting to get. I'd researched it a little bit. It's got some good reviews. It's nothing fancy, but I can't wait to get it because this mic sucks on this laptop. If I'm not right up on this laptop, it's all muffled. Hey, Shine On. I got to thinking right before I was going live, probably shouldn't be talking about a porn star and a murder on Sunday, but this is a true crime channel. I just saw it. This porn star's name is Aubrey Gold. Never heard of her. But she's been arrested for murder along with a couple more people. We're going to take a look at that. I saw a video of her this morning. So she has been a porn star since she's been like 18 years old. I'm not down in anyone that does that, gosh, but I just could not do that. Oh my gosh, no. Let's look at the crime online one first. I'll screen share her picture. This is in Florida, of course. I love the state of Florida, like the ocean and stuff. It's just some of the people down there are a little up there. There's some really good people there too. There's good and bad people all over the world. It's just a lot of these cases come from Florida. So there she is. Never saw the girl. Of course, I don't watch porn. Do any of y'all watch porn? No, I'm just kidding. Don't answer that. I couldn't be a porn star. No, no judgment though. Hey, no, to each their own. Hey, Kira. About missed her. To each their own. Whatever floats their boat. They make a lot of money, but I'd rather be poor. Honestly. Okay. It says a former porn star is among 3 people arrested for the murder of a man whose remains were found in a shallow grave in Florida this week, nearly 2 months after he was reported missing. Jeremy Odell Peters, 43, William Shane Parker, 35, and his girlfriend, Lauren K. Wombles, 23, have all been charged in the death of Raul Ambrose Gillen, 51. Raul Gillen. Can't pronounce his middle name. So this is in Holmes County, Florida. Wombles has performed in more than 30 movies as Aubrey Gold. WTVY reported, citing the websites imdb.com, The movies were all made between 2015 and 2018 and are largely available through online subscription services. The station said Womble's Internet Adult Film Database page lists 65 credits. Heavy.com reported with more than 26 million views on Pornhub. This is a very complex case, Kate said at the news conference this week. Oh, Sheriff Kate, yeah, okay. Missed his name. Okay, so let's watch the press conference and see what it says.
All right, we'll get started. First of all, let me say thank you for those of y'all in the media that reached out to us in the last couple of days and been patient with us as far as releasing some information. It's not that we don't want to tell you what's going on, it's that sometimes we have to withhold information for obvious reasons. And I spoke with the victim's family this morning, her daughter, because somehow she found out about us finding the body over social media rather than from law enforcement, which she was kind of upset about. But I explained to her, and it wasn't law enforcement that done that, and those of you that helped us and didn't spread the word, we appreciate that very much, because we don't ever want that to happen to the family that is also loved and find out something about their loved one over social media. With that being started, again, this is a very complex case. As you can see, there's a lot of different agencies involved in it. Our sheriff's office became involved in it Monday. There's a lot of questions that I'm sure you'll ask. We can't answer, as y'all will very notice. I had an investigation, but there are some case agents up here in sheriff's. I'll mention the agencies in a minute that will speak on their behalf, their involvement, and so on and so forth. But Monday morning, August 24th, we was contacted by the Jackson County Sheriff's Office to see if we could come over to their sheriff's office to meet with them in Houston County, along with the FBI and a couple other agencies, in reference to a possible homicide that had occurred in North County. When we got there, basically what we learned is they had been working a missing persons case for a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and information had been revealed that possibly the homicide had occurred in our county, and also the body had been buried in our county. So basically, when we met with them, we got what information they had. We all got a plan together. We come back, started typing search warrants and getting a plan together. As you know, Monday, we got a tropical storm out there, so it was a monsoon. We got the search warrants typed up, and then some of us went out to a possible location of where the body was supposed to have been, and then some of our deputies and agents executed a search warrant on the house where the homicide was supposed to have took place at. So basically, we went to the site and was able to possibly identify the grave. It was getting dark late in the evening, so we posted deputies on that scene for the night and held it until the next morning. And our other team executed the search warrant on the house, was able to take a couple subjects, or one subject into custody that lived on the property for some unrelated charges. And we began to start taking them back to the sheriff's office and start interview process and stuff. The next morning, Florida Department of Law Enforcement Crime Scene Unit, along with Bay County Sheriff's Office search and rescue dogs, come out to assist us. And the dogs, the cadaver dogs, were able to alert on a location that we thought that was the grave. Once they done that, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement Crime Scene Unit began to excavate the grave, and soon thereafter was able to discover human remains, a body in the shallow grave. The actual person, missing person, at the time we believed who to be is 51-year-old Raul Gillian Ambry. His date of birth is 6/1/69. This is who we were told through Houston County, Jackson County, that we believe was in the grave. Of course, We had to wait till this morning, the medical examiner to confirm that, which they did confirm that is the deceased. Okay. Once they got through there, the FDLA went to the house and started processing and processed the house and everything else. Basically through interviews, listen, when they started the search warrant at the house, I'm telling you, it was a monsoon. It was a monsoon out there when we was out there trying to search for this grave. So basically, you know, with everything going on, we secured it to the next morning, but we started interviewing. And most of these guys up here, including myself, had about 2 or 3 hours sleep since Monday. So we was beginning the interview process, started running people down, and was able to come up with enough information and probable cause through interviewing everybody. We was able to make 3 arrests in the case so far. The first arrest we made was Lauren K. Womble. She's 23 years old. She is out of Dothan, Alabama, and her charge is principal to murder. Okay. The second arrest, which he was actually already in jail in Dale County and on a different charge, on a separate charge, and also had a warrant out of Jackson County on a separate charge. And I'll let Sheriff Roberts and Sheriff Lindsay discuss what those are on that. But William Shane Parker, he is charged with 1 count of open count of murder. Okay. His date of birth is 7/31/85, 75 years old, and last to reside in Houston County. And the third suspect in custody at this time is Jeremy Odell Peters. He's charged with accessory after the fact and abuse of a corpse. His date of birth is 1/22/77. He's 43 years old. The house where we done the search warrant at, where we believe that the homicide through investigation and talking to the suspects and witnesses, the homicide took place at Mr. Peters' residence on 171, and the address is 1101 Highway 171 here in Holmes County. Basically, all 3 subjects are now in jail. They're in various jails. Ms. Womble's in jail in Houston County. Mr. Peters is in our jail here in Holmes County. And Mr. Parker is in jail in Jackson County. At some point in time, they all will come back here. There's extradition issues and other charges and other county issues, but eventually they'll come back here and start the court process for these charges. Now, as I said in the beginning, this is a very complex case, and I'll let Sheriff Robertson, Sheriff Lindsay, and the case agents talk about their involvement in it. It's still ongoing. We have a lot of work still to do. The part of them being in jail, it doesn't stop there. We got a lot of interviews to do and different things. But I want to just say this: there's a lot of agencies involved, and I may forget an agency, and I may speak of something today that may not be 100% correct, because, like I said, we found about this Monday morning, and they may be able to shed some light on it, and that I don't know about yet. But the Holmes County Sheriff's Office, of course, is involved. Jackson County Sheriff's Office, the Houston County Sheriff's Office, Bay County Sheriff's Office, search and rescue team with the dogs, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the 14th Circuit Medical Examiner's Office, and the State Attorney's Office. I'll ask Sheriff Roberts or Sheriff Lindsay, whichever one I want to say a few words, and we'll take some questions as soon as they address.
I guess I'll start it out. This case actually started with us in Jackson County back in around May, middle of May, reported as a sexual assault. And through the cooperative efforts of our investigators, primarily Sheree Edwards and Ford McBriar, with our agency and the Office of Sheriff in Houston County, were able to continue their investigation to where we are today. I'm not going to give you a lot of details myself, because I'm not that agent that works it, and I don't know as well as they do, but I want to give them the opportunity to share with you what they can. This is an open case, and we don't want to play our case out.
We want to know details.
There'll be an opportunity some of the things we may not be able to tell you may seem a little bit like we have a void between series of events, but they'll be glad to try to assist you in any way in putting together some information. I specifically want to say that the cooperative effort by all three agencies and all the others that assisted that he talked about is what brings us here today. Law enforcement sometimes gets a bad name, but I can tell you, they put tremendous amount of time and effort in this case, and it paid off. We have now got closure to a family member that was thought to be lost or missing, and now they can move on with their life. Sheree, I'm going to ask you if you would just, I'll let you say a few things, and you know kind of what at this point we are looking for as far as, we don't want to try this case in the media. No offense to you, but there is a time and a place for that. But every one of these agents that work, FDLE, Houston County, and Jackson County, work very closely together in this case. And I'm very proud with the way everybody has been very professional and bringing this to a close. Sheree?
I'm Investigator Sheree Edwards. I work with the Jackson Sheriff's Office. I received a call in May into sexual abuse of an adult female. Role at the time was the female's roommate. Approximately a month later, she identified her suspect in the rape as William Shane Parker. Began working on that. A month later, she called back and advised me that she had received information that Raul had been murdered, though she could not confirm that. I touched base with Dothan PD at the time because I had information that related to specifically to Dothan. As I began to investigate the case further into Raul missing, I realized that I needed to touch base with Houston County. At the same time, Houston County was receiving some of the same information as well about some of our contacts and key people being in Houston County. At that time, Houston County and I met on numerous occasions to discuss suspects, leads, and so forth, and we're able to pull our sources together and our cases together to be able to get the final result today. At that point, that's when I, with Investigator Harry, who you want to come up here and finish. Oh, great. He and I, together with the entire Houston County Sheriff's Department, can't say enough about how much everybody came together from them to help me and my partner, Corey McBriar. We saw different people for interviews. Every lead that was given to us, we did track down. There was not a lead that I nor Houston County did not overturn. The case kind of got almost
Okay, I didn't know I was muted, guys. I was saying if you guys can't hear it, I can just read you guys the facts. I've got an article here. I don't want to sit here and keep playing it if you guys can't hear. Cece, did you hear what's going on around Al Stauch, Gannon's dad? Did anyone hear he was having an affair on Leticia? Shine On says the audio was okay. See, I checked on my phone and I didn't think the audio was good, but Lisa said it was good. It's something with StreamYards and YouTube, guys. Okay. So let me pull up this other article. They were saying something about they were called to this girl's house, Lauren's house, something about a sexual assault. I couldn't hear it good either. Wrong article. Hold on. Right, here it is. It's calling the victim her boyfriend. Let me give it time to load, guys. Okay. Oh, this has got a video too. So we'll watch the video first. Then we'll look at the article. Okay. Hopefully the volume's better.
I'm Aubrey Gold, and I'm 18, and I'm from Dothan, Alabama, and I've been doing porn for 10 months. What made me do porn was, I don't know, I've always thought about it, even when I was like 12. I always looked up to the girls. I thought they were the most prettiest girls in the world, and that's who like everybody wants to be. Everyone wants to like look like them. Like, I don't know. I just really think it's cool.
So what's the long game?
Long term, I'm actually doing my website now. Like, eventually I want to keep doing it, but I mean, if something else comes up, that'd be cool too. But I would eventually like hire people to do it for me, so like I don't have to do it anymore. You know what I mean?
3 people are behind bars after a recent homicide investigation in Holmes County.
The 3 arrested for Guillen's murder were 35-year-old William Parker of Alabama on an open count of murder, his girlfriend, 23-year-old Lauren Wombles, on principal to murder.
Okay. I was making sure you guys could hear.
Tier 1 requires students in grades above Year 7 and staff to wear face coverings in communal areas.
Sorry, guys. The next video. Did you guys hear that? She had thought about doing porn since the age of 12. If she was being truthful there, oh my gosh. I mean, I didn't think about things like that at 12 years old. Well, I mean, I've never thought about being a porn star. Yeah, she is a very pretty girl. Oh, good, Elaine. Good. Sometimes it's just like StreamYard, I think, and some of the videos. Okay. So her name is Lauren Wombles, but goes by Audrey Gold. She's been accused of killing Raoul Gillen, 51, whose rotting corpse was found in a shallow grave. 23 years old now. She's originally from Alabama. She's been arrested 6 times since 2018. Cops say Raoul was shot on or around Independence Day over drugs and money. This isn't the first time Wombles from Alabama has been into trouble with police, having been arrested 6 times in 2018. She was awaiting trial on drug possession charge, according to police reports. His remains were discovered when cadaver dogs led officers to a remote road near Graceville, Florida, last Tuesday. She's been arrested and held on a charge of principal to murder. William Parker, 35, has been charged with open murder. Jeremy Peters, 43, with accessory to murder and abuse and corpse abuse. Raoul's body was found 2 weeks after he went missing, and the investigation led cops from the Holmes County Sheriff's Office to Peters' home in Graceville. WJGH reported that officers searched both of the men's homes and found evidence in both. According to his daughter, he called his ex-wife asking for money and told her he felt he was in a difficult situation with a group of dangerous people. Holmes County Sheriff John Tate told reporters, "This is who we were told through Houston County and Jackson County that we believe was in the grave." Of course, we had to wait until Wednesday morning for medical examiners to confirm that, which they did confirm that is the deceased. He said the motive was all about drugs and money. Jackson County Sheriff Lewis Roberts added, "We've now got closure to a family member that was thought to be lost or missing, and now they can move on with their life, hopefully. More charges and arrests are pending." Oh, so she got here some sexy photos of her online. She must thought she was hot shit. That picture right there is a big difference to that picture, which I know we all look different without makeup, right? But they don't even look like the same person to me. Hair color's different. Yeah, that doesn't look like the same girl. So they're saying the motive was drugs and money. But during that press conference, they were saying something about she had said that she had been sexually assaulted. And something about blaming Raoul and then blamed someone else. Oh yeah. Let me see. I was going to look at something here. Okay, did I read the part that says officers searched both of the men's home and found evidence in both? So Raoul was last seen alive at his home in Dothan, something, Alabama, with 3 suspects on July 4th. Oh yeah, I read that. My bad. I couldn't remember reading that. I swear I'm going crazy. Okay. Let me get out of this for a second. It's pretty bad when you forget what you read. That's me. I'm always doing things like that. You can tell by the tushy it's enhanced and there's a wave in the background. Well, maybe she had butt implants, Remy. I want to know about this girl's parents. Yeah, what happened to this girl during her childhood? Something had to have happened. Most 12-year-olds don't dream of being a porn star. Now, when I was little, I used to want to be like a Lakers girl or in one of those Vegas shows where they got the cool costumes, dancing. But never, never a porn star. That's just not normal. 12 years old? I didn't think about porn at 12. I knew a girl in my 20s who was a stripper. All it did was get her involved with drugs and things she shouldn't have done. Yeah. Yeah, because it puts you around shady people. Because shady people go to those places. No, I guess not all the people that go in strip clubs are shady. Some people go in just for a night of fun every now and then, to goof off. Hey, some women go to the strip clubs with their husbands and boyfriends. Not me. Hell no, that's not happening. I catch Mark at a strip club, I'd skin him alive. I swear. Um, I wish I could have heard that press conference and heard what that lady was saying. Oh, TC, I was going to tell you about Al Stauch. I saw something about that the other day. Critical K was on a stream, mad, because she dug up some information and about his mistress or something. And this other channel got a hold of the information she dug up, and she was all upset about it. Um, but I meant to go back and watch those videos, but I didn't. So he was allegedly cheating on Leticia, right? And I do think that I saw a picture, one of their thumbnails, it showed a female soldier. So I'm assuming this mistress was in the National Guard with them. I don't think it's a problem if it's a bachelor party. What do you think about all that? Hell no, Light Feather. I better never catch Mark in one of those. Okay, Light Feather, would you let your hubby go to a strip club for a bachelor's party? My answer is no. Remy says, I'm on my soapbox. Strip clubs are gross. No taken man should be at a strip club or at a bachelor party with nasty ass strippers giving him BJ's in the bathroom. How would men feel if a male stripper was up on his girl? Remy, I agree with you. I've watched the male strippers before, like dancing around, like watching these reality TV shows and stuff. I've never been watching male strippers. That's not my thing. I don't like that. Something else I don't like is men, what do you call them? Speedos. That's like, I don't like that. No, just wear some boxer shorts. Shannon, okay, I'm not shy. I've been to clubs and plenty of hen parties. You bet. I perved, whooped, and stuffed dollar bills. I own it. Hold on, guys. Let me let Skylar in. She's on the porch here. Now, my mom's first cousin, she's been to see the Chippendales quite a bit. But I've heard, yeah, most of the male strippers are gay. They don't even like women. Hold on, let me put your highness up on the bed here. That to me every time. I go in there to lift her up, and about the time I get in there, she jumps on the bed. Okay, let me look at my comments here. Please, men wouldn't like it. They'd get jealous and be like, wait a second. Why are you watching him? He's touching you. I don't like this. I personally don't think I want some strange guy, good looking or not, rubbing his private parts all up in my face and stuff, getting a lap dance at a strip club. No, no, no. I'd hate to be one of those people, your girlfriends take you out to a strip club and they surprise you with a lap dance up on stage in front of everyone. Oh my gosh, I would die. I think I just heard a gunshot. Someone might be target practicing. They do that around. It's not uncommon to hear gunshots around here in the country. It could have been a firecracker, though. I don't know. I don't want any stranger rubbing on me. No, I do not like when strangers touch me. Like you're out at a bar, someone just like touches your hair, reaches and touches your hair. Hell no, I smack the shit out of them. I have smacked men before, right in a bar. I smacked one guy for grabbing my butt. You don't touch me. I cannot stand someone to be disrespectful. And on Thunder from Down Under, Google it. They were my Saturday night entertainment for a lot of my 20s. Oh my gosh. One time on Diane's channel here on YouTube, I think it was like last year, she had this guy come up on her panel and he was like in like cut off jean shorts and he didn't have a shirt on. He was like, looked like he was at a construction site and he was like dancing around trying to be all sexy. I laughed my ass off. I have never laughed so hard in my life because he kind of puts his leg out and pulls his shorts up a little bit. They're already pretty short, and you can see his farmer's tan. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Hubby's a tall, dark security guard with a to die for accent who works nightclubs and private parties. Girls are all over him. What, Shana? Your hubby? Oh my gosh, I would die. No, no. That would never happen. Oh my God, Dirtman 2.0, Vinny G got that. It's his coworker. Oh my God, well, I mean, I have never seen anything so funny in all my life. Like, I laughed and laughed and laughed. That was probably one of the best streams, the funniest streams. Because to me, he wasn't being sexy. It was, oh my gosh, he looked goofy. Bless his heart. Is Shug in here? I didn't see Shug. I was scrolling back through the chat. There she is. Hey, Shug. About missed you. Benny G plays that all the time after he plays the girls dancing in their undies with the bow on the back. Oh my gosh. I can't stand when men play stuff like that on YouTube. Women dancing around. I don't know. Wendy was a tad flustered. He's Australian. Yeah, well, the Australian accent, sexy. I think all foreign accents are, just to be honest. It's really sexy. Should always stay up too late and I miss the live because I oversleep. Got to start getting in bed, Chuck. I have a bedtime. I'm like a child. Like, if I stay up late, then I oversleep, and I can't oversleep because I got to get up and get my chickens and goat out. Sonny's about to get his old butt separated from the hens over there. I think he is what's wrong with Penny's wing feathers. Grabbing her by her wing feathers. I saw him do it the other day. That's why it's not growing back. Her feathers aren't growing back. Just white girls in 10 years, you won't be able to give your husbands away. Oh, she's saying just white girls. In 10 years, you won't be able to give your husbands away. I don't want another man. Something ever happens to this relationship, I don't want another man. I don't want a relationship, so I'm saying. Verbal, I didn't know you were going live. No notification. Sorry, Cece. Oh, that's all right, Verbs. We were talking about a porn star, and I got all off track. We'll talk more about her tomorrow. Maybe some more info come out. I'm gonna go back and watch that press conference. Let's see what else is going on. Like Feather, I don't want another relationship. Yeah, well, guys around here, man, they're just so old fashioned and stuff. Gotta be full boss and all this and that. It gets annoying. Which, my hubby's good to me. We have our differences. He can be a pain in the butt. He told me this morning, he's like, nobody can make me as mad as you do. I said, same here. Feelings mutual. We had a few words yesterday. I don't even remember what because it's probably something stupid, but anyways, he was giving me a lecture how we should try to be nicer, blah blah blah. I'm trying to get to my stuff. I got distracted what I was doing. Okay. Here we go. Oh my gosh. What happened to my crime online? Hold on a minute, guys. I know what I did. I should just opened a new tab. Okay, 200 children are missing from Ohio. For some, it may not be safe to come home. Hold on a minute. I'll see what that article's saying. There's like 200 kids missing from the state of Ohio. Just like all across the state. I'm trying to see what it's saying. Get some of these damn ads off here. Jesus. I've never seen anything with so many freaking ads in my life. Hold on, I'll look at the chat. I guess it's what I went through in the past with piece of shit men that ruins it when a good one comes along. Well, there's good and bad men, Lisa. There's good and bad women. Used to years ago, I didn't realize that there were abusive women too. Guess I was just ignorant. But yeah, there's a lot of men that are abused and they don't report it because they are ashamed. Because they're a man, they feel like, they're supposed to be tough and can't say anything about it. There's a lot of women predators too. Hey, Karen. Good day. Remy says, I think Lisa 54 was afraid I was going to be the next true crime case as the murderer. Calm down, Remy. Don't be hard on your hubby. Hey, faithful one. We won't really be taken seriously sometimes. Hey there, CC. Yeah. Well, I'm taking things like that more seriously. Like I said, used to, I never thought about it. I guess I was just ignorant, but men are abused too. I've been watching some domestic stuff go on here on YouTube on a certain channel. It live streams 24/7. Well, it's the reality TV show. And that poor guy is I witnessed him be verbally abused, and I think he's been physically abused. I mean, it's none of my business, but when you air stuff like that on YouTube, I mean, people's going to say something, right? Do any of y'all watch that channel, Miss F and Wonderfuls? I pray for that girl because she's a hot mess. She is very intelligent and she just straighten up, you know? But anyhow, let's see what this is saying. 200 children missing from Ohio. In Northeast Ohio alone, about 200 kids are missing. These kids have been abused, neglected, some involved in human trafficking. U.S. Marshal Pete Elliott told the television station WBTV. Operation Safety Net, which has been running for about 2 weeks, has recovered at least 25 missing children. Thank God. The program works with federal, state, and local authorities to find endangered children and to get them to safety. That doesn't always mean bringing them back home, Elliott told WBTV. Look, you better not pee in my floor. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to let him out. Sometimes the situations they go to, believe it or not, may be better than the situations they left, Elliott told the television station. We've had some cases where the mother and or father or both may have been prostituting their own child. So the kid runs away. What he's saying. Hold on, guys. Let me let this little fuzzy bud out. Come on. Oh my gosh. Poor Smokey's got older. He has to go pee 100 times a day. Okay. It says victims have been found all around the country and state. They found some in Miami, Florida, Bedford Heights, West Side, East Side, Akron, Mansfield, and so on. Found them all over the country. He added, we're trying to do our part. A number of these children have gone to the hospital after we recovered them to get them checked out. So again, this is something we take very seriously. Operation Safety Net is focusing largely on metropolitan Cleveland, but the entirety of northern Ohio is covered with assistance from the Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force. The task force is composed of 350 officers from 125 law enforcement agencies. I tell you this, it will be something we'll be doing every year. This is our first time we have done this. It's been uncharted territory for us, but we've had great success, Elliott told the television station. I hope they keep working on finding the other kids. Thank God they found 25 of them. Still 200 missing. But 25 is a lot of missing kids to recover. I saw this morning about a mom who fought back and to fight off a kidnapper. Brave mom fights back as baby is kidnapped from his stroller at gunpoint. What's wrong with the world? Take some of these daggone ads off. Two men kidnapped a 1-year-old boy from his stroller Saturday afternoon in suburban Atlanta, sparking an Amber Alert and search that ended with state troopers when state troopers spotted the kidnapper's vehicle in West Georgia and stopped it. Oh my gosh, this is a hard name. I think the boy's name is Mateo Alexandro Montufar Barrera. Was unharmed, and reunited with his mother at the Chamblee Police Department, and the two men are in the Carroll County Jail. I like that name, Mateo. I think that's how you say it. The harrowing story began shortly after noon when Mateo's mother, who has not been identified, was out for a walk in her neighborhood in Chamblee, just northeast of Atlanta. She was just a few houses away from her apartment when a man got out of a maroon 2003 Acura MDX and pointed a gun at her. The mother fought back, grabbing the man's gun, Chamblee police said, and trying to shoot him, but the gun misfired. She grappled with him, ripping part of his plaid shorts off, grabbing a shoe. As she struggled with the first suspect, the second suspect got out of the Acura's passenger side and grabbed little Mateo. The first suspect jumped back in the vehicle, and the pair sped off towards Interstate 85. You talk about a mama bear. There's your shoe and stuff. Let me look at his shorts again. Money, she really fought him. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation activated a Levi's call, Georgia's version of an Amber Alert, and the FBI activated an Amber Alert outside the state. Let's see. So, a Georgia State Patrol trooper spotted the Acura in Carroll County about 60 miles southwest of Atlanta at about 5 p.m. and stopped the vehicle. The suspects, both Hispanic men in their mid-20s, will remain in custody in Carroll County for the time being, according to police, who did not provide further details. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation will handle the investigation from this point on. Yep, I can't talk. Let's see what this says. Is this the mother?
My reaction was try to find them, try to find anything. I got in the car, wanted to drive off. Chamblee police did not allow me, so I had to stop where they found me, get out the car, come back home. We wanted to be out there. We wanted to go find him immediately, automatically, find out that car, but for one reason or another, things didn't work out that way, but we're just grateful that we have him now.
Oh, that's his aunt. Okay. That was his aunt. Thank God. Thank God he was found. What were they going to do with this baby? Take him and sell him? Sick son of a bitches. I'm glad that had a happy ending. I mean, she really fought those guys. I mean, she took a shoe off, she ripped his shorts, but she couldn't fight both while she was distracted. The other one jumped out and grabbed the baby. He's a cute baby. Thank God he won't remember this. Crazy two perpetrators. Hey guys, the world is sick. There's some evil monsters in the world. I came across an article this morning. It was out of Chile, the country Chile. A man killed a 6-month-old dog he had been sexually abusing. Yes, the public is outraged. They're seeking justice for this pup. Hold on, let me let Smokey and Miss Oscar the Grout, Mr. Grout. Last night, the dogs were cutting a ruckus outside. I was laying on the couch. I didn't feel good. My legs all messed up. Lady kept barking. And I was like, be quiet, lady. Skylar started. Well, anyhow, they finally settled down. I went outside this morning, go let the farm animals out, and I noticed my trash can was turned over. I had 3 bags of trash in that trash can. The bear came and stole all 3 bags. They're gone. They're over the hill. This has happened numerous times. I got to get a trail cam. Yes, disgusting, fateful one. I know you're talking about the dog story. Yeah. I'm not even going to read the article. I didn't click on it and even open it all the way up. I just read the title and a little bit underneath it. Yeah, I just don't want to read that sick stuff this morning. I mean, we're reading about crime right now, but you know what I mean. Animal abuse, child abuse really gets to me. Oh, I see they've identified the mom who stabbed her daughter and then tried to kill herself. The mother who stabbed her 6-year-old daughter to death earlier this month, then stabbed herself, has been identified as 36-year-old Perkinaw Mayo. I think that's how you say it. Perkinaw. The office said that Mayo has been charged with second-degree murder in the death of her daughter, identified by family members as Atara. Mayo's parental rights had been terminated, and she was visiting the child's home on August 19th when she apparently stabbed the little girl with a kitchen knife and then used the knife on herself. Deputies responded to a 911 call from someone in the house and found Mayo and the little girl with multiple stab wounds. Both were rushed to a hospital where Atara died from her injuries. At the time, Mayo was said to be in critical but stable condition. She was arrested on Friday and booked into jail without bond, jail records show. She is due in court on September 21st. There she is. I think her name is Perkinaw. I could not be pronouncing that right. I remember we read about this the other day, but they hadn't identified her yet. I'll say Ghislaine Maxwell gets an in-person legal visit, the first at her jail since the start of the corona pandemic. We don't care if she got a visitor or not. That sick bitch. Oh, yeah. Never Lose Hope has sent me an article, and let me pull that up. This was an awful case. This baby was drowned and burned and murdered. Let me pull it up real quick. Dad punched, drowned, and burned body of his daughter. I'll screen share it so y'all can look at this monster. Hey, Time for Change. I seem to always miss the lives, but faithfully listen on replay. Oh, thank you, Time for Change. I like your name. I have to run. It's lunchtime. Yeah, I need to fix me some breakfast too, but we're going to look at this monster and see what's going on here. First, Dad punched, drowned, and burned the body of his daughter, 5, because he believed he was controlled by witchcraft. What the crap? Okay. Thought he was being controlled by witchcraft. Adam Raymond Mason, 29, admitted to investigators that he torched the girl's body on a creek bed in Oklahoma. Cops say Mason, who is, I guess he was going to say Native American. Let's go to the full story here. Okay. Is it still screen sharing it? Okay, I'm going to have to screen share again. That Newsbreak app does me like that all the time. You got to click to read the full story, and then it doesn't want to screen share. Here he is, thought he was being controlled by witchcraft. I don't know what he's on. Maybe he's got some kind of mental illness. Maybe both. Mason has a previous conviction for rape. Mason, who is a Native American member of the Muskogee Nation, was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals and charged with first-degree murder Friday. Well, what does it matter if he's Native American or what he is? All it matters is his crime. The mother of the young girl, who is believed to have died on Tuesday or Wednesday. What? Am I missing something here? Okay, let me go back here. This is the mother of the young girl who is believed. Okay, never mind. The mother of the young girl, who is believed to have died on Tuesday or Wednesday, asked local authorities to conduct a welfare check Wednesday after she hadn't heard from her young daughter. When I first read that, I thought it meant the mother died. The mother alleged that Mason had refused to let her speak with her daughter. This is heartbreaking. The alleged victim was set to start kindergarten next week. Now it is time for our criminal justice system to go to work, said U.S. Attorney Trent Shores in the release. The FBI, ATF, Creek County Sheriff's Office, and tribal police are investigating the deaths. Mason was convicted of second-degree rape in 2011 and was busted again in 2014 after failing to register as a sex offender. That's probably why he killed his daughter, because he was molesting her. He burned her, he punched her, burned her, or punched her, drowned her, and then torched her. Piece of shit. I don't know why when they write these articles, like they gotta throw in that like he's Native American. Like, to me, that doesn't matter. It's a person, and the crime is all that matters to me. I don't care what nationality he is or whatever. I don't know. That just bothers me. I always throw that stuff like that in. Like that matters. Okay. Let me get out of this. Look at the chat. Oh, for God's sake, another monster. Yes. Sex offender. Like I always say, no rehabilitation for these monsters. Oh my goodness, I'm out of coffee. I should have made more. He didn't even register as a sex offender. I think crimes against children like that, these child molesters, child abusers, they should get life in prison. They should never be allowed out into society again. They shouldn't be allowed to live amongst us and amongst our children. And that's just the truth. They should have to live somewhere. If they want them back out and not in jail, they should have to live somewhere separate than us. They shouldn't be allowed in our communities. They should never see the daylight. No. Verbal off with their ticks. Yeah, that should be what happens. Put them on an island and leave them there. Yes, I always say that too. Put them on an island, leave them there. An island that don't got fresh water on it. Leave them there without any water, without any food. Let them fend for themselves. Let them just start going at each other when hunger sets in, starvation. They don't show their victims any mercy. The only time they're sorry is after they get cuffed and stuffed and they know they're going to prison. They're sorry then to get a lighter sentence. Some of them. Yeah, take on a pedophile island, Burble. Lisa, yes, cut them off and fry their brain. Just like that. Yeah. When I saw the word fry, I thought it was going to say something else. Oh my gosh, it's sick. I'm just laughing at y'all's punishments for them. When I read about these cases, it really pisses me off. I mean, why do they give these assholes a second chance? They know what's going to happen. They always reoffend. I bet you there's hardly been any of them that's not reoffended. I'd like to see the statistics on that. Unfortunately, if they cut their head off, the demented part comes from their big head. Yeah, that's true. I should have looked and seen who visited Ghislaine Maxwell. Let me go be nosy and see. Oh, yeah, I need to snoop on Carol Baskin a little bit. I've been forgetting about it. Let me see if I can find the Ghislaine Maxwell article. Let's see what it says here. Ghislaine Maxwell gets in-person legal visit, the first at her jail since the start. Well, good for her. Nobody cares. Nobody likes her. She's worse than Epstein. She's a woman. I can't believe she did other females this way. That's what pisses me off. A woman abusing other females. It just, oh, God, that kills me. Hey, Juju. Well, Juju, you didn't miss much. Me just running my mouth as usual. You late slept. Give her a pass. We'll give you a pass this time, Juju, okay? Okay. So she's called Jeffrey Epstein's madam. Well, she's an ugly madam. The ugly heart. Okay, let's see what it says. So why are they writing an article about her legal team meeting with her in jail? So what? It's not like they're going to share any info with us. Oh, okay. I see why they're making a big deal about it. because other inmates, many of whom have been behind bars since before the pandemic began, have not been allowed any in-person visits, either legal or family. Oh, but they're letting this witch have visits, but the other inmates can't. She gets special privileges because she has money. It just makes her better than the other inmates, I guess. It's bullshit. She should be treated like the rest of them. Who does she think she is? Maxwell has pleaded not guilty to 4 counts of procuring girls for Epstein's sexual escapades and 2 counts of lying about it in court. Yeah, because she's a lying piece of shit. Her trial is expected to begin next summer. Oh, she don't want to sit in jail till next summer. And you know what? I heard stinking Geraldo Rivera defending Ghislaine Maxwell on Fox News a while back, saying, oh, it wasn't right. She had to sit in jail till next summer. Are you serious, Geraldo? If she'd have done your daughters that way, I bet you wouldn't be saying that. There, big boy. Pissed me off when I heard him say that. I'll never respect Geraldo Rivera again. I liked him until he was defending Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, it's fine for her to go home on house arrest. No, it's not. Yeah, who is she paying to get special access? Has CC read Leticia Stauch's Poor Me 4-page letter to the judge yet? No, I need to get that letter. You got Juju? We'll read it. I've got time this morning. I'll just have to make some more coffee. Unless y'all got something to do. Mark went back riding. Yes, Beach Bum. Mark keeps Fox News on all the time, right? And I was back there cleaning. We got like double sinks back there in the garden tub. I was back there cleaning all that up, right? And I was listening, and it was the day I think she had been complaining about wanting out of jail or something. But anyways, he was in there talking about it, and yeah, he thought it wasn't right that she was going to have to sit in jail until next summer. He said, what good was going to come out of that? And he just went on and on about it. And I just thought to myself, Geraldo, if that was one of your kids, you wouldn't be wanting that bitch out of jail. Especially if her got the means to run. He was like, oh, she should, put a GPS on her and blah, blah, blah. He was all for her. It was sickening. I've always liked Geraldo. I used to watch his talk show. Oh, Red Ram, I hate you're sick. What's wrong? We're going to have to find this Leticia Stauch letter. Juju's got me curious now. Let's see. I'm going to find it on my laptop. Let's see if we can find it. I can't wait to get my microphone. Leticia Stauch writes letter to judge. Let me see. I want the letter. I don't want this article. Okay, right here we got it. Do a live reaction to her letter. Let me find it. Let me get to the beginning of it. Is this the whole letter, though? Okay, in the letter dated August 12th, Stauch claims she received threats in her food and has been abused at least 15 times while being transported. She says she suffered injured ribs, bumps to her head, cut ankles, wrists, and loss of sensation in her hands. Well, cry me a river. Look what you did to Gannon, you bitch. I hope they beat you freaking brains out. I don't care what happens to you. I have proven myself a responsible citizen and should not be subjected to the cruel punishment I receive at CJC, Stauch wrote. Wah, wah. You didn't show Gannon no mercy, did you? Stauch complained that she's not been able to meet in person with her legal counsel in 5 months. In May, her lawyers asked a judge to allow video conferencing or for Stauch to be released on bond. She says, I understand this pandemic is unforeseen, but I don't feel I should be held unconstitutionally, denied access to my attorneys, have constitutional rights violated, and be abused in the process. Didn't you abuse some correctional officers, guards transporting you? Didn't you try to escape? She cannot properly participate in her defense because she is limited to 3 one-hour phone calls with her attorneys each week. This is what she said, guys. I do not feel like a U.S. citizen being treated this way in my beloved country. Hey, we don't want you in this country. I'm not getting a fair process. I'm not getting represented properly. And I'll give the benefit of the doubt of a pandemic, but the other unjust treatment is not the way that our founding fathers intended this process to go. Stauch wrote. Is she freaking serious? Let me see. Let me see if I can find the full letter here. Okay, I got the full letter. Let's look at it, guys. Okay, before we read this, I gotta have some coffee. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I hate our motorcycle. Better not be Mark interrupting me. I want to read this letter. I usually don't ride like that, though. That loud, I can hear it. Okay. Beach Bum, the music from my heart bleeds for you not. Okay, it says redacted. For Judge Gregory Werner. Good afternoon, sir. I thank you for taking the time out to read my letter and my concerns about an unfair process that's going on in my case. I have expressed these concerns several times to my defense team, and I feel I have not been afforded my right as a United States citizen. It has been 5 months, and I have met with my defense team one time in March 2020. It is the middle of August. I understand this pandemic is unforeseen, but I do not feel I should be held unconstitutionally, denied access to my attorneys, have my constitutional rights violated, and be abused in the process. What a joke. First, as you know, there is one 3D. Oh, there is over 30,000 and growing pages of discovery in my case. Her writing's terrible. I cannot successfully participate in my defense on a phone call 3 times a week, 1 hour something in the jail. I have no way to view any video, read any reports, review phone data, etc. I'm not an active participant in my case. I know the jail is listening to my attorney-client calls, as on several occasions. I commented about someone or something specific, and the jail immediately acted upon it. Officers also wait outside the door, easy to hear, and sometimes the video camera is on at the TV near the phone. Sir, these things are a violation of my rights. In addition, I have no way to write these things down, as I am always restrained, with more times than not causing injury. I understand you cannot tell the jail how to run their facility, but I know that I can't ignore my rights being violated. For real. Next, sir, I understand the Eighth Amendment protects cruel and unusual punishments. And I know the Supreme Court says punishment can be just for the crimes. However, I'm in a county jail and I'm presumed innocent. Not to mention, I am innocent. We will prove it. They're all innocent, sweetheart, you sick bitch. I have been a pillar in my community in South Carolina. I have no adult record, never done drugs, and have a doctorate degree in education. I've proven myself as a responsible citizen and should not be subject to the cruel punishments that I received at CJC. Over 15 plus times I have been abused in transports ranging from injured ribs, um, not on my head, several ankle and wrist bleeding, bruising on my knee in my cell, loss of feeling in my hands several times. I've had to be on insure 2 weeks due to the poison comments. And just recently, on 8/11/2020, I received threats in my peanut butter because I provided evidence of not only my innocence, but evidence that will show who it was through my PI. She's freaking, she's dumber than a box of rocks. As a result of this, I assume the room, I assume their runners use people in trusted positions in jail to send me threats. What is she talking about? I assume maybe it means rumors. I don't know. Run or something. Use people in trusted positions in jail to send me threats in my food. And I am terrified of what will happen next. Galen was terrified too, bitch. I don't know how I'm supposed to properly defend myself going through this unfair punishment. Being denied my constitutional Jesus, my constitutional rights, being denied access to my attorneys, being under scrutiny, causing daily mental disturbances. You're mentally disturbed anyways. Being restrained, causing injuries, being denied law library access, etc. This is not okay in a country in which our country prides itself in democracy. A country with the flag that got a hole in it at what? Something World War One. And that blood red World War Two. I don't know, man. Or the one that got a cut with I don't know. She's talking about the flag, guys. So all this, the flag stood and we raise her up every morning because this country still stands for freedom, uh, perseverance, justice, and diligence or something. And I know what Congress decided on June 18th, 1717, Flag Day, that it still rings true, that not even the evil terrorists of 9/11 can take the American spirit away. However, I am showing the same things that the flag shows: valor, courage, purity, and innocence. Is she for real? To write to you to say, I do not feel like a U.S. citizen being treated this way in my beloved country. I'm not getting a fair process. I'm not getting represented properly. I'll give the benefit of the pandemic, but the other unjust treatment is not the way that our founding fathers intended this process to be, not to mention no pandemic, no terrorist attack, no police riots, etc., can stop our country from being the greatest on earth, upholding the law and staying true to following one's constitutional rights. This is just the surface of my concerns. As you will see, they only get worse with illegal search and seizure. Oh my gosh, this woman is crazy, y'all. I'm not even looking at the chat. I'll look at it when I get down here. Okay. I was a victim of coercion as it's mental and physical. Sir, I can't hardly read or write, guys. Sir, you can tell I'm educated. I know Miranda versus Arizona something. However, a person cannot perform under the scrutiny, abuse, coercion, etc. And that's what has happened throughout this entire process. Oh, poor pitiful me. Besides, due to information from my PI, I don't even feel that Paso has jurisdiction, not to mention the wrong individual. I reached out to you to let you know that I am very concerned with the process because I know that you will uphold the integrity of the court. The judicial system that I know does not allow a person who is presumed innocent and who is improperly defend themselves to be subjected to daily abuse. Her writing's terrible. And Eighth Amendment violations. Does not deny Fifth and Sixth Amendments or speedy fair trials. Does not interfere with an attorney-client privilege. Yes, I can tell you many situations in which I know they are listening. Does not physically, mentally, and emotionally abuse innocent people awaiting trial. Does not allow that individual to be in danger, just not from inmates, but from employees as well. That it does not avoid the situations mental causing an individual's mental health to decline and safety be at risk. If you're so educated, you sure don't write good, lady. I live each day not knowing what will happen to me next. Well, you know what? Gannon lived like that too, bitch. Sorry, guys. I usually don't talk like this. God, that pisses me off. Poor, pitiful me. I'm being abused. Blah. She never had any sympathy or empathy for Gannon, did she? Okay. I live each day not knowing what will happen to me. What person will be putting something else in my food? What rights I'll be denied tomorrow? What injuries will occur next? God almighty. I support law enforcement. I support our military. I lost my place because I was looking at my laptop battery. Support our military, our country, and I know that a few bad apples incidents can ruin it for good people. Yeah, the good step parents, you ruined good step parents' names, people like you. I extend my concerns to you as a first step in the way in this because my attorneys have refused to let me know due to the public knowing. My life is on the line. I'm innocent and I'm ready to return home and use the doctorate degree, EDD, that I worked diligently for. Probably don't even have a degree. And cannot do that if I'm not afforded those rights. If I'm fighting for my life daily, I'm clearly no threat to myself, etc. Again, this is just the surface of my concerns and ask that something be done so I can get this behind me. Move move past this trial in my life. Forgive those who have persecuted and afflicted me. Continue to be a soldier for Christ. Repair my mental state and most importantly, grief. I need those constitutional rights in order to be successful and participate in the process. I'm a prisoner bound in chains, like Paul said, but I know my Bible's is not bound. I also know he appointed people in authority and to respect them because they are chosen to uphold the law. Please accept as my letter. Please what? Accept this as my letter of letting you know. Her writing sucks. She's so freaking educated. Okay. Please accept this as my letter of letting you know first, not going over the court's head and following the appropriate chain of commands. Something has to be done, sir. Thank you. God bless. P.S. If there's any way possible to receive acknowledgement of your receipt of this letter so that I know you are aware. Oh my Jesus Christ. She is highly educated, y'all. She's got a doctorate, but she can't write sentences that make sense. You're going to write a judge a letter and you're going to write it in a sloppy handwriting. Poor pitiful me. You murdered your stepson, put his body in a suitcase and took it states away and dumped it. And you're talking about the abuse you've suffered? How about the abuse Gannon suffered? Talking about you want to grieve? How about Gannon's mother, his biological mother? Stupid ass. I put this. Did she sign it? I was wondering how she signed it, Juju. I couldn't read it. I'll put this up in Patreon, guys. It does say doctor. She don't have a doctorate, though, does she? What a joke, Debbie. She's a joke, Debbie. Let me see if I can figure out how to save this. Let me just save it, guys. Letter. Got it saved. PDF. I'll put this up in Patreon. I may do another video and read it. You know, a little video. People that missed the live stream. She's got some nerve. Poor pitiful me. They put my handcuffs on me too tight. Lady, you tried to escape custody. This woman's really delusional. This woman's really a psychopath. She put in there so she can grieve. Lady, you killed him. There's evidence of it. I believe she was really jealous over Gannon's biological mother, and she took that out on Gannon. She resented him. Hey, Tremaine. Oh, we just got through reading Leticia Stauch's letter to the judge complaining she's been mistreated. Good. It's called karma. It's called karma, la monster. I'm trying to be thankful we had Cece to read it, not the step monster. Yeah, I was trying to be all whiny and try to read it like she was writing it. I am not being treated fairly. My ribs are hurt. Think about Gannon, what she did to Gannon, the nerve of her to write this and complain. After what this child suffered, she took his life. You stupid, stupid monster bitch. I'd show you some broke ribs if I could get in a room with you. I'd break your freaking neck. Tell you, she should get the same treatment as what she did to Gannon. Al cheated on her as she cheated on Landon for Leticia. Oh, that is Landon Gannon's mom's name? I love you too, Red Rum. Hey, Austin, she's going to make as big a deal as she can. She knows she's going down. She wants all the attention she can get. Austin, I agree. And I'm glad you put that in the chat because I think that's the reason that she wrote this letter to the judge. She knew it would get out. She knows how closely the whole nation has followed this case. Those ladies over there on that one YouTube channel, I think it's like I don't know. I think it's called Wicked Crimes or something like that. WTAF, something like that. They've done a good job following this case, that's for sure. And remember when I told y'all, when someone asked me if I knew about Al having an affair, and I said I heard something about it because Critical K was live the other night saying someone got her information she dug up first. Yeah, she was talking about that Wicked Crimes channel. Those, it's like two girls that do a podcast. They're really nice girls, actually. WTAF, yes, that channel. Yeah, Critical K, she was mad at them. She said something about digging up some information, and they got their hands on it before she could release it and claimed it as their own. I was just listening. I have no comment about it. I'm just repeating what she said. But I went over there and checked out those girls' channel because I'm already subscribed to them. I just don't watch them on. They seem nice. Maybe they dug up the information around the same time, I don't know. I just stay out of it. Critical K, I mean, she does a good job on true crime. Hate her or love her, she does. She really does. But anywho, never any excuse to kill an innocent child. Juju says they stole her info. Yeah, did they really? See, I don't know them. I don't watch them. I've watched like a couple streams. You know how it is. Some channels you just go to and you just really like them and you stay. I am too, and I was listening during the Sydney Sutherland case. Oh, really? Yeah. Red Rum, she's done some good videos on Sydney Sutherland. She followed that real closely. Um, Critical Case, she's done a lot of videos on the Watts case. She's got really pretty hair, honestly. Well, guys, I guess I'm going to get off here and fix me some, I guess I'll call it brunch because it's lunchtime now. Fix me some scrambled eggs, my fresh eggs, my hens laid. Get some laundry done while I've got some time alone. I hate doing laundry when Mark's home because my washing machine's tearing up. When it spins, it sounds like a freight train coming down the tracks. And it's right beside the bedroom, the laundry room is, so it's annoying to him. It's annoying to me. It's loud. But anyways, I will see y'all in the morning. Let's see what Vicky said first. I wonder, would she get backlash from the judge for this? You're one of the only places I trust. Oh, thank you, Austin. Thank you so much. Comment made my day. I like getting comments like that. Makes me feel good. Thank you. I've got a great community here. Got a great bunch of people that support me. I wouldn't have crap if it wasn't for all y'all good people. Um, anyways, well, I was going to answer Vicky's thing. I got myself distracted. I don't know. I mean, the judge may just look at that letter and laugh like I did. Like everybody has to stay in jail if you don't get a bond until it's time to go to court. Now, this is a big trial. She's going to have to understand it's going to take a while for it to begin. She's just a big crybaby. Like it's the letter. I'm just like, kind of blew my mind. She wrote that and it was all poor me, poor me, poor me. Like everybody that's awaiting trial is going through the same things that she's going through. I don't know who the hell she thinks she is. Just the nerve of her to write that and talk about her abuse, knowing what she allegedly did to Gannon. And you know she did that to Gannon. It's my opinion she did. I believe she did. There's evidence to support it. I mean, it's just the nerve of her, knowing what she did to him. Talk about her wrist, the handcuffs. Bitch, you tried to escape from them. Remember when they first got her? They was bringing her back from South Carolina? Something, they had to make a stop or something. She tried to escape. That's why they put the cuffs on her tight. She's ignorant as hell. I think she's a psychopath. She's like Ted Bundy. You know how she tries to portray herself. Like she's all nice, like she's so educated. Ted Bundy did that too. Ted Bundy portrayed himself as being so intelligent. I mean, he was smart to a certain extent, but he was flunking law school. So, hey, Mommy Mars. You know that bitch ain't got no doctorate. I can't believe she signed that letter, Dr. Stauch. Jesus. I mean, it's laughable. It's laughable. Nothing's going to change. The judge is going to laugh at that. But anyways, guys, y'all have a great day. I will see y'all in the morning. Same time, same place. Be safe, be kind, and peace. Thanks for a wonderful chat. And thanks for your support. My battery's running down. Okay, I get it.